Let's imagine a film that turns a simple case of mistaken identity into a cultural phenomenon. This is the best way I could summarize The Big Lebowski, a 1998 film that stands out to me as a prime example of a cult classic. And not just that, but is also one of my favorite movies ever. It's such a comforting film that I can always come to when I'm having a rough day or just having a good day, no matter what. It's such a great film. This film was directed by Joel and Ethan Coen, mostly known as the Coen brothers. The Big Lebowski showcases their signature blend of dark humor and unconventional storytelling. The film was released in 1998 and it runs around 117 minutes. The story of Jeffrey the Dude Lebowski, played by Jeff Bridges, centers on a laid-back, unemployed dude. His life takes a turn when two men break into his home and ruin his rug, which he claims is what really ties his room together. This simple mix-up then pulls him into a bizarre chain of events involving a wealthy namesake and a missing person. Let's start by looking at the film's style. So we can notice and focus on how the details mix in everyday details, like the dude's bathrobe and his messy apartment. This included with the surreal dream sequences and over-the-top characters. This combination gives the movie a tone that's both relatable and a little bit offbeat, different, unique, that just really stands out and makes the film memorable. So if we pay attention to the set design, we can see how it highlights each character, especially the dude's laid-back approach and type of character. The rug isn't just a prop. It stands out as a personal space and what matters to him. And also him mentioning and quoting how it really ties the room together really says a lot about the type of character and person that they've developed for this character. The film also draws a clear line between the dude's simple world and Mr. Lebowski's wealth, and making these class differences easy to spot, as well as just the direct implication that they have the same name, but they stand on completely different sides of wealth and a simple life. For me, the biggest impression the film had was how the characters are put ahead of the plot. So the humor is deadpan, and much of the comedy comes from the characters' serious reactions to absurd situations. I chose The Big Lebowski because I wanted to see how a film this unconventional could become so influential and widely loved as a cult classic. And I would really want to talk about and point out how I believe that the purpose that the Coen brothers had was to challenge traditional storytelling, just like they did with Fargo. And it just really challenges traditional storytelling and experiments with the narrative structure. Rather than aiming for a clear resolution, the film embraces randomness and coincidence, mirroring real life's unpredictability. Just how I feel like it's so relatable because it's something that I know I can always come to, and how I can easily relate with the dude if someone were to steal my favorite rug, and as to how it makes me feel. I think the film also really comments on materialism and social class. The Big Lebowski stands out as a key example of cult film